All right, so if you've ever worked with a really big data set in Python, you've probably hit that wall, right? The moment your code just slows to a crawl. It's super frustrating. Well, today we are going to fix that. We're going to dive into NumPy, which is basically like strapping a rocket engine onto your Python data analysis. So here's the plan for our quick explainer. First, we're going to look at exactly why Python's regular lists can become a major bottleneck. Then, we'll bring in NumPy as the solution, and we'll really get to know its secret weapon, the array. After that, we'll walk through how to actually create these arrays, and we'll wrap up by showing you why this is a total game changer, like a real superpower for data analysts. Okay, let's get into it. Part 1, Python's big data problem. And believe it or not, this all starts with something you're probably using every day, the basic Python list. I mean, it's super useful, right? But the second your data gets really big, it starts to show some serious cracks. And yeah, it's a totally fair question. I mean, Python already has lists, so why do we need anything else? Well, you can think of Python lists as the Swiss Army knife of data structures. They can hold literally anything, an integer, a string, another list, you name it. But that amazing flexibility, it comes with a pretty big hidden cost, and that cost is speed. This right here just lays out the trade-off perfectly. A Python list, it's kind of like a messy bag. You've got all sorts of different things jumbled up in there. And because of that, every time Python does something with the list, it has to stop and check. Okay, what is this thing? Is it a number, a word? All that checking just grinds things to a halt. It's slow. But a NumPy array, that's more like a perfectly organized grid. It knows from the get-go that every single item is the same type, so it can just zoom through operations. No checking needed. Pure speed. So how do we ditch the slow and steady approach and get that rocket-like speed? Well, that brings us right to our solution in part 2, NumPy. And the name kind of gives it away. It stands for Numerical Python. At its core, NumPy is really the foundation for any serious scientific or numerical computing you're going to do in Python. And all of its power comes from this one single data structure, the multidimensional array. Just think of it as a super specialized, high-speed container that's built from the ground up to handle massive amounts of data. So you're probably wondering, where does all this incredible speed come from? Well, there are a few key reasons. For one, it's way more memory efficient. It stores all its data in one single continuous block of memory. But the real secret weapon, the heavy lifting, the actual calculations, they aren't even done in Python. The core of NumPy is written in a much faster, lower-level language called C. So it's kind of like having this high-performance C engine under the hood of your easy-to-use Python code. All right, so this brings us to the absolute heart of NumPy, the array itself. Let's take a closer look and break down what this thing actually is. Okay, so at its most basic, an array is just a grid of values. It could be a simple one-dimensional line of numbers, kind of like a list, or it could be a two-dimensional table, like a spreadsheet. It can even be a three-dimensional cube of data. But there is one golden rule, and it's non-negotiable. Every single value in that grid has to be the exact same data type. So the easiest place to start is with a one-dimensional array. You'll often hear this called a vector in math terms. And yeah, it looks a whole lot like a plain old Python list. But don't let that fool you. Under the hood, this thing is a high-performance machine, totally optimized for calculations. Okay, but now let's add another dimension. A 2D array is, for all intents and purposes, a matrix. And this is where things get really useful, because it's the perfect structure for anything with rows and columns. I'm talking about a spreadsheet, a table of user data from a database, or even something like the pixels in a black and white image. And you know what? We don't have to stop at 2 dimensions. NumPy can handle arrays with 3, 4, or really as many dimensions as you need. This is absolutely essential when you're dealing with more complex data. Think about representing a video, which is a sequence of 2D image frames over time, or the tensors that are the absolute building blocks of modern machine learning. Okay, so now that we have a good feel for what arrays are, let's get practical and talk about how we actually create them. And you'll see it's surprisingly easy to get started. Honestly, the absolute simplest way to get going is to just take a Python list you already have and convert it. You basically just hand that messy bag of data over to NumPy, use one simple command, and poof, it transforms it into that clean, ordered, high-performance grid we've been talking about. But a lot of the time, you need to create an array from scratch, right? And for that, NumPy gives you this awesome toolbox of functions. So let's say you need to create a placeholder array that you're going to fill with real data later on. Easy. Just use np.zeros or np.ones. Or what if you need to generate a sequence of numbers for a calculation or to plot on a chart? Well, np.arange and np.linspace are your best friends. These are really the essential building blocks.
And just look at how clean and simple this is to actually do. With these single, super intuitive commands, you can instantly create matrices filled with zeros or ones, you can generate a whole range of numbers, or you can make perfectly evenly spaced data points. This isn't just about writing less code. It's about having the power to build the exact data structures you need, and to do it in seconds.
All right, let's tie all of this together. We've talked about the what and the how, but now let's really zero in on the why. Why does all of this matter? And why is learning this stuff truly like getting a superpower for data analysis? You know, the source material for this explainer puts it perfectly. It says that NumPy isn't just one more tool you can put in your toolbox. It's the actual foundation that so much of modern data science is built on. Its incredible ability to handle huge data sets efficiently and perform complex math easily, that's precisely why it's become an absolutely essential part of any data scientist's or analyst's skill set. So, to wrap this all up, making the switch from Python lists to NumPy arrays, it's not just a small technical upgrade. It's a fundamental shift in what you can actually achieve. You're not just writing code anymore. You're unlocking a whole new level of speed and performance. So the real question to leave you with is, with that kind of power at your fingertips,